Welcome to a short video on how we make a chair at the Center of the World Woodshop. It's been over 25 years since we produced a chair in the shop, and we've come up with a pretty good design, I think. So we're going to share how it's done here. We'll start off by showing how we cut the inlay and the mortise part into a slat in the back of the chair. As you see Phil Milky here, he's just now setting up the router that will cut out the image of the rose to receive the inlay. And we'll go upstairs and you'll watch me cutting the glass. It's nice to have a studio, glass studio. We now incorporate stained glass and glass into the different furniture that we produce here at the Center of the World Woodshop. I have to thank a number of people for the chair because the inspiration, I'd say the motivation, comes actually from my wife, who thought we should give it another try and see if we couldn't make a chair that Freeman Miller had quit making. So the thought went back to Charles Rene McIntosh, whose glass inlay and a table at the Chicago Art Museum was the inspiration for what I designed to go into this chair and the table that goes with it. Here you'll see me doing the final grinding of the glass to fit the mortise part of the slat, and from there we'll go down into the workshop, and here you can see how the final fitting of the inlay over the glass takes place, noting that the delicate inlay is easy to break in half, and so you have to be very gentle about how it all happens. And now it's ready for fill. Let's check out the curve on the slats of the chair. It's a 3-inch curve on those slats, which gives great lumbar support. The back is rather narrow, which is unusual in a chair this size with the full seat, but its comfort has to be tried out to enjoy. The T-shaped sides are cut on the numerically controlled router. And the mortises that he's gluing up right now also cut on the router. It makes them very accurate. The curve of the back is very consistent every time. Yeah, you've probably figured out by now that we don't normally work this fast. In fact, a lot of great care goes into making furniture and fitting to make it strong and beautiful. In building this chair, we used 3 different types of joinery. Obviously, you've seen the mortise and tenon that we used to bring the back together and the front. But we also use, as you can see, pocket screws. They serve a very strong joint in the front and enable us to do something that's a little bit different. We also use a screw and plug situation for the slats to make them more uniform. Well, Phil is finishing up. I'll take this time to thank you for viewing our clip, and we will go to the showroom next, where you'll be able to view the finished project. And you see here a close-up of the table where we put the Rosebud inlay in the table to match the chairs, and all on display at our showroom. And there's the finished product of the Rosebud inlay and glass in our chair. Thank you.